Hey everybody, Jim Chester here. I have Kim Thor Adams with me right here, and she is hailing from the great state of
Nebraska.
and I am on the other end of it in Iowa, but now I live in Colorado. But today we're out here at the Genesis Pediatric Conference, and we are in the great state, the Garden State of New Jersey. And before we jump into this, I want to thank Stu and Terry Warner for bringing us together to where we could have this dynamic opportunity to speak about things that matter to us.
Yes.
But she probably has a bigger voice on a lot of these topics that she is the doc here. I am not the doc. So I'm going to just ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
And you're a huge advocate for kids in chiropractic.
Yeah.
And you're actually a pediatric chiropractor. So let's talk a little bit about kids in chiropractic.
Sure. I grew up with a chiropractic family, so I got adjusted from a young age. So I kind of just get it. Like, we didn't go to the doctor, we went to the chiropractor. When we got sick, we weren't scared. We welcomed it as an opportunity to then make our immune system stronger. So that's just how I grew up. So I didn't really seek out to be a pediatric chiropractor. I just started adjusting people, and people brought their kids. And then when you make kids better, the people tell each other in the community, and then you just get that reputation. And I ran with it. But for me, it's my favorite. One, they're not, giant football players where I hurt my shoulder when I put them on their side and adjust them. It's it's more gentle, if you will. But also when you can change a life before you even know what the symptoms are, because the baby can't say, ouch, I hurt. The mother just says, oh, they ain't sleeping, they ain't pooping, they ain't happy. You adjust them and you change their life so early, it changes the whole household, and then you can change the world.
So let's talk about moms now.
Sure.
And empowering the mom. Because I know so many people, they just don't know what information to believe in. And I know one of the topics that we're going to discuss today is the vaccine word.
Yeah.
And empowering moms. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. So for me, I think natural health rocks. That's how I grew up. For me and my children, we don't choose vaccines. In Nebraska, we have a religious exemption. Hi, friend. We have a religious exemption so that I can say no thank you. So it's really building confidence in natural health to battle the fear that society has of disease. And if you don't go with what society normally does, there's a fear and there's am I doing it right? But for me, I know that chiropractic can allow your nervous system to work better, which then allows your immune system to work better so that you have a better shield naturally to fight disease. So you don't have to be scared. I have 2 little girls. They're amazing. They're wicked smart. My 4-year-old says, I was sick one time when I was 2. I had a cough for 2 weeks. They don't get sick. They've never been vaccinated. One time they got a cavity filled and I felt like a bad mother. But if that's all that's wrong with them, it's not bad. And she didn't even want to take medicine. She was a trooper. We don't take medicine. I mean, when we go to the doctor, I'm curious how much they weigh, but we don't really go to the doctor because I've lived it growing up, which probably just helps my confidence in it. But if you're able to see it, if you're able to see unvaccinated, chiropractic, healthy children, you know they don't need anything else.
And your foundation of being a mother, you can speak with the mother's tone. And what advice would you give to somebody out there that might be afraid or feel like they have to go do something because the other type of doctor tells them?
Yeah, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't want to be. I chose to be a chiropractor. That's different. Just because a lot of people do it doesn't make it okay. So let's just go with that. I'm here to tell you that I don't vaccinate my kids, and I am proud of that. I am not scared. Sometimes it's simple enough for a mother to just need to hear that another mother doesn't do it and their kids are great. Not that the kids are okay, not that the kids aren't quite as sick, but that they're great. Because the proof is in the pudding.
And I know that there's probably a bigger agenda that's trying to push natural health away.
Probably.
And I know that there's definitely some concern that people don't want to have sick kids.
Yeah.
And why chiropractic first?
Chiropractic is natural, step 1. It doesn't add anything or take away anything from the body. So for me, it's like, duh. When you get your kids adjusted, you can see a change. Sometimes in a tiny little baby, their eyes will focus better the moment I'm done. Sometimes they'll sleep all night long for the first time. Sometimes they'll poop better. The proof is in the pudding. So for me, to keep my kids healthy, I get them sleep, I get them hydrated, I give them proper nutrition, I take them to the chiropractor, and I say no thank you to vaccines.
And one of our friends out here, Tara Hogan, said, Kim,
Tara.
you rock Miss you, girl.
I miss you too, friend. Yeah, been a while.
So hit the share button on this if you guys are finding value at Dr. Kim and I are talking about. If you love this message, hit that heart button and give us a lot of love, because the message that we're producing here is not just for us.
Right.
It's for the larger arena, so people know that they do have a choice. They do have this innate intelligence inside of them, and we don't have to have sick children. We don't have to have a sick family, because what happens is when we have a sick kid, it has a detrimental effect on the family unit.
Yes, it totally does. Like, sometimes I'll get a mother who brings her kids to me for the eighth ear infection, and their life has not been easy because they're stressed about their kid. They want their kid to be healthy, and for some reason it takes them until the sixth or eighth ear infection for them to hear that, oh, maybe I should take my kid to a chiropractor. But for me, I stress, take your kid to the chiropractor on the way home from the hospital, or invite the chiropractor into the home birth, because if you catch it before you can even say ear infection, most likely it'll be preventative and you don't have to have that stress, because it really does affect the whole family.
So you guys can hear from Dr. Kim how passionate she is about making sure that her family is healthy and her community is healthy.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the last topic that we have here, and that's video marketing.
Yeah.
And why you decided that was a good thing for you to brand yourself.
Yeah, like you said, this is for more than just us. And that's how I feel about my purpose on the earth. I want to make the world a healthier place. First step, yes, my children. Second step, yes, my neighbors, my community. But like BJ Palmer said, you never know how far-reaching something you think, say, or do can affect the health of the world. So if I can tell 20 people or thousands, and then they can tell 20 people or thousands, I just feel like I'm making more of a change, which makes me more on purpose, like I'm doing what God put me on the earth to do.
Amen.
Yeah.
So with that message, if people want to know more about what you're doing in your community or how they could work with you, how do they do that?
Yeah, my email address is drkimthor@yahoo.com. My website is drkimthor.com. All of my links to everything are on my website. But really, you can just look up the phone number, Google Dr. Kim, and you will find me. I'm open to taking any questions anytime, whether you're my patient or not, whether you're a chiropractor or not. I love to communicate with everybody, because really it is what it is and it works.
And you're a massive resource for moms. You're a massive resource for the chiropractic community. I adore you. I love everything.
you.
I love everything that you do. I watch you.
Thanks.
I support you. You can probably see I jump on some of your videos and I comment,
Yeah.
or I'll see some of your posts and I'll like them or I'll share them.
Yeah.
But the most important thing for you guys to do is to share this video,
Yes.
so more people can see that there is a solution out there, and it's called choice.
Yes.
And I think that so many people get mixed up in their own personal dogma or their own personal echo chamber of what they live in, and they don't know that there is a choice and a solution, that they don't have to take their kids down that sick care path.
And it drives me crazy sometimes, because this is how I grew up, and I know I'm solid in my decision. In some states in the country, rights are being taken away. You no longer have exemptions to sign a piece of paper to simply send your kid to school. They're not letting you do it. And for me, I'd be like, no way, no thank you. But some people just give in. And whether you're going to talk about you have to sit in the back of the bus, or whether you're going to talk about you have to vaccinate your kids to go to school, I'm standing my ground. Because even friends of mine that are chiropractors, they go to private schools in my state, and they'll straight up go give their kids the shots because the school says they should. They're not founded and solid enough in their decision. Or if you live in California, for example, and you have to vaccinate your kid to send them to school, you don't choose homeschool. You're just like, well, okay, I'll just go vaccinate my kid. But the more we give in and the more we are silent, the easier it is for them to take our rights away. Drives me crazy, if you can't tell.
So is there anything that I didn't ask you that you'd like to share with our audience today?
I don't think so. You did pretty good.
All right. Well, I just want to say once again, thank you to Stu and Terry Warner for bringing us all together, because this conversation wouldn't be possible without them blazing the path for us and bringing us all together out here in East Brunswick, New Jersey for Genesis Pediatric Conference 2019. If you guys did not make it here this year, make sure you punch your ticket and get here next year. The world is changing under this roof here today, because we are here liberating each other, and we are giving people the power of the voice and the message.
Yes.
And so many people just don't know where to go or who to trust. And that's why we've worked so hard with Chiro Hustle to be the megaphone for this beautiful profession of chiropractic.
Yes.
We are the most consistent, hardest working team out there, because if it isn't for us to go out there and disseminate the information, somebody else is going to be told the story the wrong way.
Right.
So for me to team up with Local Gold and Natalie, you can see their logo over my shoulder. If you guys need digital presence, whether it's websites or whether it's anything to do with your marketing and brand, they are the #1 digital company for chiropractic marketing on the planet. So it's only for chiropractors. If you guys want to check out Local Gold, send Natalie a message. She'd be so happy to work with you. And if you wanted to get any more information about becoming a powerful mom and having freedom of choice for what you do and say, as Kim says so with so much fire, no thank you. And
I mean, that's all you should have to say. Yeah, I'll be on the stage at 8. If you're here, come on, see it. Yeah.
So it's my honor to be able to share this message with you guys today. And is it okay if I go and close out?
Sure.
You guys are just one story away. Keep hustling. Come over to chirohustle.com and like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.